This video may get the fragrance mafia after me. So trust me, I have no intentions of myself. Stay tuned. All right, how's everybody doing? My name's Fragrant Derek and you're watching A Fragrance State of Mind. So in this video, I'm gonna list the top 10 fragrance discount websites that I use when I buy all of my fragrances. About a year ago, I made a video listing all of the legit websites that I had found on the internet. That video is right now going viral. It's been getting tons of views week after week after week. And I said, I feel like everybody wants this video, so I'm gonna give it to you. So this list is in no particular order. This is not best to worst or anything like that. These are just my favorite 10 fragrance websites that I use when I want to buy a bottle and don't want to spend full price. And I'm kind of going to give you a little information on each to help you with your buying choices. So the number one fragrance website that I use when I buy a bottle is going to be FragranceNet.com. Now, FragranceNet is a website that you can go on and pretty much buy any niche designer fragrance, and usually they sell them for between 60 and 70% off retail. You can also buy lots of clones, you know, your Middle Eastern fragrances, etc., etc. Another website that they own is perfume.com. That is essentially the same owner. Although I will say FragranceNet tends to have cheaper prices than perfume.com. That's just in my experience. Once again, don't come after me, you guys. I'm just giving you the truth. Perfume.com just tends to have a little bit more expensive prices than FragranceNet, but they are owned by the same company. The next website is Jomashop. Now, similar to FragranceNet, Jomashop has great prices on designer and niche. These are all legitimate fragrances. The one thing I will say about Jomashop is make sure if you look down in the shipping information that it gives you a date of when it's going to be shipped. If it says that it'll arrive in 1 to 2 weeks, or if it says that it'll arrive as soon as possible or whatever, usually that just means that it's not available for purchase at the time. They will let you buy it, but usually you're gonna have to wait a week or two before it ships, just because a lot of times they're drop shipping their fragrances. So if it's in stock, it'll say in stock with a date of when it ships. That's my suggestion to you. That way you know you're gonna get it within a few days. If it doesn't give a shipping date, don't order it. The next fragrance website is going to be FragranceBuy.ca. Now, this is a Canadian website. A lot of times they get exclusives on Middle Eastern fragrances or sometimes limited release fragrances. They get exclusives on them. So FragranceBuy.ca is a great website where you can get discounted fragrances. Although they are shipping from Canada, so if you're in the US, it may be a little bit harder to get them shipped over here. But I do know that they do ship in the United States, so give them a try. But once again, I think with the tariffs and everything, it might be a little bit more challenging. But if you are in Canada, that's a great legitimate website. If you're looking to buy decants, a great decant website that I've partnered with many times over the years is going to be DecantBoutique.com. I know the owner of this website. This is a wonderful, small, family-owned business. They ship out fragrances all over the world, and you can buy legitimate fragrance decants from them for very low prices, and a lot of times it's better to try before you buy. So definitely check out Decant Boutique. That way you guys can get some free fragrance decants. The next fragrance website is going to be olfactoryfactory.com. olfactoryfactory.com. Now, what's great about them is that they're sort of like a hit or miss situation. You go on their website, they specialize more in the niche and rarities. So you're gonna wanna go on their website, just kind of see what they have in stock at the time. And a lot of times you're gonna get killer deals on niche fragrances, but they don't always have everything available when you go on their website. So just go on and see what's available. It's kind of like rummaging through an old record store and finding these little hidden treasures. They're an awesome website for that, but I love their shipping. They do amazing work, and they tend to be really fast. Usually within 3 to 4 days, I get my fragrances from them. So definitely check out Olfactory Factory. Similar to Olfactory Factory, it's gonna be FragranceLord.com. Fragrance Lord, similar to them, has a lot of like kind of hidden treasure niche fragrances and designer fragrances. So you want to check them out and see what they have available. But once again, Fragrance Lord is really good with shipping. They tend to be really fast. and you can find some really great deals, but they don't always have everything in stock. They tend to have a lot more in stock during the holidays, so right now is the perfect time to check them out. Kind of a newer website that I just started using recently is a website called FragFlex. Now, FragFlex tends to, once again, have a lot of exclusive deals. A lot of the Middle Eastern fragrance houses, a lot of times there might be a release, and FragFlex might be the only place you can get it for a short period. So you definitely want to check out FragFlex to see what kind of hidden gems they have, but they have really great deals and they're 100% legitimate. Now, the next website, a lot of you might know, some of you may not. If you don't know it, will climb out under your rock, because it's going to be Amazon.com. Now, here's the thing about Amazon, and I'm going to lump Amazon and Walmart into this, which is that they do sell legitimate, good priced fragrances, but oftentimes you have to look shipped from and sold from. It has to be shipped from Amazon, sold by Amazon. Same thing with Walmart, shipped by Walmart, sold by Walmart, because a lot of times these websites, they allow third-party sellers, and you don't always know if these third-party sellers are going to be legitimate. So you definitely want to see who's it shipped by, who's it sold by, and if it's from the website themselves, it's going to be fine. If it's not, stay clear away. You don't know how many times I've heard people tell me they bought fake fragrances on Amazon or on Walmart.com. Oh, I bought a Creed for 80 bucks on Walmart. Is it legit? No, it ain't legit, you dummy. Just stick to shipped by, sold by Amazon or Walmart, and you're going to be perfectly fine. And last but not least, the best place I like to buy discounted fragrances is going to be right in your Tjmax and Marshalls, right in your hometown. If you have a Tjmax and Marshalls, go hunting. If you watch my videos, or if you don't, make sure you hit subscribe or follow me, because I talk about a lot of these great hidden gem Middle Eastern fragrances, as well as cheap designer fragrances that you can pick up in places like Marshalls and Tjmax. They're gonna smell phenomenal, and they're gonna be really easy on the pocket. These are great places to find great fragrances. Now, mind you, not everything in a Tjmax and Marshalls is gonna be a kick-ass fragrance, but if you watch my content, you can get a good idea of what's gonna be good and what's not gonna be good. So make sure you follow me for fragrances that you're gonna enjoy this fall, as well as coming up in the spring and summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this helps you guys make some smart buying choices. And honestly, there's so many other fragrance websites out there that are legitimate, but my best suggestion to you is, if you don't know if the fragrance website is legitimate or not, join some Facebook groups, get involved in the community, and start asking folks some questions. You're welcome to send me a DM and ask me if a website's legitimate, or just go and join some Facebook groups. There's lots of frag heads out there, and I know they're always happy to help you guys with any questions you may have regarding legit places to buy fragrances, or if your bottle's even legit or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day. My name's Fragrant Eric. Have a fragrant state of mind.
Yeah. Smell good. Yeah. Yeah.